Good evening. I'm Phil Hamilton, Precinct 7 Town Meeting Member and Chair of the Conservation Commission. Madam Moderator, this is a request for community preservation funds to purchase land to be put into conservation. The land in question is a 4.5-acre property located on Highland Avenue. It's mostly forested now, but it is most of what remains of the historic Norris Farm. And just to orient you, Highland Avenue is here at the top part of the slide. Merritt Road runs here. And you can see this large green area here is all the Upper Vine Brook Conservation Area. Here's the Lexington Place and the community center. The entire remaining Norris farm lot, now called the Ashley property, is outlined in red on this slide. The owners are retaining a section containing the house and barn, which is shown in the upper corner here. It's the remaining 4.5 acres that we're proposing to purchase. The Conservation Commission recommends the purchase for several reasons. As you can see from this slide, the property abuts the Upper Vine Brook Conservation Area, which also contains the cotton farm. The addition of this parcel will significantly increase the size of the conservation area, which is visited by residents from many parts of town by way of a path running from the cotton farm to Highland Avenue, which is also part of the Across Lexington Trail system. It's shown in blue here on the slide. Here's another view of the property showing its relation to nearby conservation land and other open space. As you can see, the purchase would enlarge the wildlife corridor that stretches from Hayden Woods and Dunback Meadow to the area north of Merritt Road. It would also protect the headwaters of the Vine Brook, an important Lexington stream. Most important, it would preserve and make available to the public a sizable parcel of open space that would otherwise likely be the site of a 6-lot residential development. Here are some photos. The property, as I said, is largely forested upland with a maple and oak canopy, including a number of beautiful mature trees. These two are views looking into the property. These two photos are not of the property per se. On the left is the house and barn that will remain with the current owners. On the right is the path I mentioned, leading from Highland Avenue to the cotton farm. This is a view looking up toward Highland Avenue, and the property we're talking about is to the far right of this, far left, I'm sorry, of this photo. The property slopes down from Highland Avenue, and at the lower end has a fringe of wetlands where it abuts the Sherburne Road property that we purchased last year. The property also abuts the path that I referred to earlier, which serves as the northern entrance to the Upper Vine Brook Conservation Area. We're very conscious of the cost of this acquisition. We've been engaged in conversations with the owners since 2016. The property went through a complicated estate settlement, and finally this year, the owners decided to sell. As is required by the Community Preservation Committee, we obtained 2 appraisals of the property, and the agreed upon price is somewhat below either of the appraised values. The owners, who live in California, might have gotten more from the developer, but as children, they spent summers on the property and they wanted it to remain undeveloped. Open space is a precious asset, and that's especially true in times like these. I know that many Lexington citizens have been visiting the town conservation areas for exercise, recreation, and respite during this pandemic, including many town meeting members. This purchase would add another important piece to that open space. I urge town meeting to approve it. Thank you, Madam Moderator.